जैसे आप लोगों ने अपाचे 200 के वाइब्रेशन इतने कम किए, इतने कम, तो आपने इस पे वर्क क्यों नहीं किया? क्यों नहीं किया?
आज एक बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट टॉपिक पे बात करेंगे एंड मैनी पीपल आर कंसर्न्ड अबाउट इट and the people who are concerned about it are all the RR310 members and all the people who want to buy the RR310. मैंने अपने सीट की पेटी बांध ली है, सीट मतलब हेलमेट की पेटी बांध ली है और अब हम लॉन्च करेंगे.
So today's topic is vibrations. Very serious topic and very serious for RR310 guys. The people who own RR310. So it's very important for them and vibrations because this bike vibrates compared to its competition. And it vibrates comparatively high than its competitors. Competitors ज़्यादा नहीं है but जो भी हैं they are super smooth, but this one is vibrating. When it was new it was not vibrating that much, but now after the first service it's vibrating more, and initially it was vibrating at the lowest end and at the top end. Now it's also vibrating in the middle category. So initially it was vibrating above 5000 RPM, but now it's like every RPM you get the vibrations. Even in the 6th gear you are in the speed of 30-40 and you are around 3000-4000 RPM. Still it vibrates. So when you start a Royal Enfield, it will be a little shaky. मतलब थोड़ा बहुत हिल रहा होगा, हिलता होगा. So same thing, this bike RR310 also does the same thing, and it kind of thrums at the lower gears, and जैसे जैसे हम ज़्यादा rev करते हैं it builds into vibrations. So the places where I feel the vibrations is one, near this tank area where we sit and where we kind of crouch a little. This section vibrates. It gives that mungi wala feeling, and it hilta rehta hai bas, it keeps vibrating. And the second place is the handlebar. You can feel the vibrations after you ride. That's why I always wear a glove, and it reduces a lot and it filters out to the hands very less. But if I ride without the gloves, it will definitely have vibrations, and I will feel that. The third section is the foot pegs. You will feel that the bike is vibrating, and you will feel that from the foot pegs very easily. And the fourth place is this front fairing. It doesn't make any sound, but it keeps on vibrating. It doesn't have any sound to it, but yes, it vibrates. And the fifth thing is this one, this mirror, bloody mirror. It keeps vibrating, and initially when the bike was new, when I used to go above 80 kilometers per hour, it used to vibrate. But now even in 30-40 kilometers, see, now I'm riding at 50 kilometers and it's slightly vibrating. So it's vibrating and it's frustrating for me, but still this bike is very beautiful, the way it looks and the way it rides. The only problem with this bike is its vibrations, and I think it's not normal. because these things were not there when I bought the bike, and first one month was really cool, but after the first servicing I got these issues, and it's a little frustrating. This vibrating nature is there in this bike's DNA. I mean, even if I get it resolved, but still it will be having some vibrations because it is developed in that way. And the original bike G310R also has the same kind of vibrations, but I'm not sure if it's so high that we are facing, that we are a 310 people are facing. So I am in a very bad place known as Mankur, and I will stop here. So one of the places that I hate, I just hate it. Okay, so I escalated this issue with TVS, and they have called me today, and I have two more members who will be joining me there. One is Abhishek, जिसकी डिलीवरी में मैं गया था, and the other guy is Sam's World. You can look at his YouTube channel. Both are YouTubers, and I will link them in the description. So we all three are going there, and we are going to discuss the problem, and some official is going to come to TVS today. So we will be meeting them, and we'll discuss this problems and get it resolved. And I hope, and my fingers are crossed, that this problem solved and we don't have to escalate it more. So I'm riding at 72 kilometers per hour, and the bike is around 5000 RPM at the moment, and I am on 5th gear. So I can feel the vibrations near my stomach. I mean, that portion of the tank where we have our stomach, and that keeps on vibrating. In fact, the tank keeps on vibrating. That kind of mungi wala feeling, you know. So if I touch this front fairing, it's vibrating, and I'm fine with the bike vibrating because fully fed bikes vibrate, and not even the smaller capacity but the bigger capacity bikes also vibrate, and which is not a bad thing, but it becomes bad when it comes to your body. So I don't want to feel that on my body. You can keep the vibrations because you are tuning your bike to high performance, so definitely the bike will vibrate a little, but it shouldn't be something that is coming to your hand, that is coming to your bums, that is coming to your thighs, you're coming to your legs. So it should not come to your body. Once it comes to your body, then that will be frustrating. Not every time, but sometimes it will be frustrating. TVS has made such a beautiful bike, and this is one of the best bike they ever manufactured and ever designed. And how can they be so foolish, and how can they leave such a big problem with their bike where they have done almost perfect, where they are doing everything perfect, they have designed the bike perfectly, and they have used the brand perfectly. Why did you keep such problems in your bike? Apache नाम दे दिया इसलिए you want the vibrations to be there on the bike. Why? I love my bikes being vibration free because I have owned a Honda which was super refined. भले उसमें power नहीं था, but it was super refined. पता नहीं चलता था बाइक चल रहा है कि नहीं चल रहा है. And the same thing was happening with the Apache 200. They tuned it for refinement, and it was following the purpose. And it was only vibrating above 110 kilometers per hour, which is very good. but this thing is like vibrating at every RPM and every gear. This is vibrating, and this keeps me vibrating. So many people are hiding this issue because they don't want to disclose, and they don't want to get abused by the people that this bike vibrates. I have no shame in telling that it vibrates, and people who have been asking me about this bike's performance, I have always told them that the bike has vibrations, and I am not sure if that will resolve or not. So TVS, if you are hearing, we don't want 35 PS of power, you give us 2-3 PS lesser, but we want these vibrations to be out. I would have no problem if the bike would have produced 30 horsepower and would have given no vibrations. Not everyone wants a KTM, and not everyone wants their bike to be super powerful. People like me, we like cruising, and I like sports cruisers, so I like moderate power, and I like to be vibration free. I don't think this problem cannot be solved. It can be solved. TVS has made a lot of changes to the ECU of the bike to extract more power, but I think TVS has to do something. Otherwise, BMW, if you are hearing, you should do something. So right now I am going to Priyanka TVS, and I am going to meet Abhishek in the Udanpata, and then I will be meeting Sam, and then we'll discuss. See, it's 74 kilometers per hour and 5th gear, and around 5,500 RPM, and the mirrors are vibrating, tank never stops vibrating, foot pegs very slightly, handlebar very slightly. Being a BMW, I was not expecting this much of vibrations, and I thought they will work it out and sort out. But what they were doing when they were testing this bike, they were sleeping. They didn't knew that the bike has vibrations. And how the TVS officials can say that we have made a perfect bike? So you haven't made a perfect bike. It's almost perfect, but you did not work on refinement at all. मतलब यार इतनी प्यारी बाइक बनाई है और आप लोग ने एक प्रॉब्लम ऐसा छोड़ दिया कि मतलब लोग जिंदगी भर कोसते रहेंगे अभी आपको.
बहुत गर्मी है भाई साहब, इतनी गर्मी क्या बताऊं, इंसान एग्जॉस्ट होके मर जाएगा. इतनी गर्मी, सूर्य देवता हमको इतनी गर्मी नहीं चाहिए.
ले अंदर ले.
खुशी होती है, हमारे आते ही खुशी हो जाती है. सैम्स वर्ल्ड. हाँ यार रेड डालने का था यहाँ पे, रेड डालने का था यहाँ पे.